Hello, everyone. Welcome to Flex Fridays with Tumblr. My name is Tiffany Curtis. I'm the founder of Indwell Collaborative, a community gathering space for social healing, and I'm so excited to be here with you all for this moment in your day, and especially excited to share with you this practice, a series of tenderness, as I've called it. Really felt it was important for this particular season that we're in as a global community. But I know for myself, I am in a deep journey with embracing my tenderness, my sensitivities, the things that I feel deeply. And in this season where so much can come up for all of us, myself included, I am choosing to walk with those feelings, choosing to walk towards them. And so I'm calling you all in for the next couple of weeks to walk towards them, to walk with me towards them, to invite yourself to walk towards them. And yin yoga is a practice embracing subtle body energy. So, tapping into the subtle ways our body might contribute to energetic shifts in our body, and in turn, how that might influence how we engage with others and the world. And so, today's practice will be a practice of embracing the Sanskrit word Maitri, which is shared by Pema Chodron, is the complete acceptance of ourselves as we are. And so that's today's invitation for our practice. We will meditate a bit. We will get into asanas, shapes, and postures that will call you in to sit in with what it feels like to have complete acceptance of yourself as you are. And so you might see in the chat soon a little playlist that I'm sharing with you all called the Maitri playlist. Feel free to click that if you'd like to hear some music for yourself playing in the background. But for now, let's go ahead and, if you haven't yet, find yourself in a quiet place or a place where you at least feel safe and open to embracing this practice. If you have a mat or you just have your floor, if you have a towel or a blanket, your blocks, a pillow, bring in everything you need to bring the earth to you, as I like to say. And I just invite you to gently close your eyes if that feels safe and right to do so. Or you can even gently lower your gaze towards the earth below. And just take a few moments to breathe normally as we center our hearts and minds on the invitation of Maitri, complete acceptance of ourselves as we are. And so there is no one right way to sit. The invitation is simply to go within. You might find that a pillow helps if you elevate your hips a bit, but other than that, just allow your breath to go in and out normally. And as you do that, I invite you to think about a part of yourself that is desiring your love and acceptance. What is that soft spot within you that is calling for you to say, love me, be with me? And I think in that, it might be easy to want to find the thing that feels good or light, but sometimes it's the part of us that feels really tough. Sometimes we might just need to say, hi, anger, I see you, and I accept you as you are. Hi, sadness, I see you, and I accept you as you are. Finding that place within that desires your acceptance. And we'll take a few deep breaths to really center into that spot. Full belly breath. And when you're ready, you can remove anything that you might be sitting on. And we'll begin to bring some gentle rotations to our upper body, our torso, just to begin warming up our spine. And as you go around, inhale, allowing your chest to pull forward, and exhale, rounding your back. Inhale to come forward, exhale to round that back. And you might find at any time in your practice that your eyes just want to go closed for a moment. You are welcome to do so. This is your practice. Inhale forward, exhale back. And if you'd like to bring more speed to these Sufi rolls, please feel free. We'll do a couple more rotations here. And coming back to center and reversing in the opposite direction. Inhale that chest forward. Exhale, rounding that back. Beautiful job. Keep this going for yourself. And with every breath, calling in that part of you that is desiring your love and acceptance as it is. Remaining connected to that. And coming to center. We're going to continue warming up our spine. Inhale, just allow your chest to pull forward. And exhale, rounding your back. So doing a kind of seesaw motion here. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, round back. Maybe your eyes are still closed, or maybe you found a focal point that you want to be on as you breathe in and out. Keeping this shape going. We're preparing ourselves to go into our yin shapes, where we'll hold those shapes for a little bit longer. You'll feel we'll hold them for 1 to 2, 3, 4 minutes. And coming back to center. And so we'll get in our first shape so you can see what it feels like to begin that opening and that holding in. So go ahead and invite your legs to form a gentle V shape on the earth. And if it feels right to you, you can still have something to support your hips if that feels right. But you're welcome to just sit with your bottom directly on the earth. If you have those blocks, or maybe you have something else that you'd like to support you, you can call those in at the moment. And the invitation here is to simply inhale your arms up above your head. And as you exhale, begin to gently bend forward, allowing your belly and your heart to move towards the earth. Maybe your forearms and your palms come on the earth to support you, and this is where you are. Your back could be round if that feels good. Or maybe you'd like to rest your head on a block if you have one. Maybe even books or pillows. And this is the shape invitation. Find the expression that is best for you. We'll be in this shape for a few moments. So checking in with yourself to see what you need, the distance of your legs. This is not a race. This is your practice. Reconnecting with your inhale and your exhale. Finding the expression and holding. Breathing deeply here. And if you find yourself allowing your forehead to rest on something, notice the sensations as you tap into this energetic channel, the third eye. Maybe there's a lot of chatter, maybe there's something that's being released. Invite that Maitri, that love, that complete acceptance, and breathe in deeply. Invite deep Deep exhales whenever they're needed. Beautiful job. And we're about halfway through. So checking in to see if there's anything you'd like to shift in this shape. If you'd like to ease up a bit because your body's asking you to, or if your body and breath are saying, go in a little bit further. Do it with safety, with love, and breathe deeply. And hold in this shape for 4 more deep breaths. And on your last exhale, begin to think about how you'd like to transition out of this shape. Maybe you begin to just inch your fingers and your hands in towards your body to come up slowly. Try not to rush out of it. Maybe you want to bring your legs together to shake them out. Transitions are always yours to do. Listening to the needs of your body. Maybe you want to bring some windshield wiper effects to your legs. As we prepare for our next shape, invitation to bring a blanket, a towel, a pillow, if you need to support your knees, like I do for sensitive knees. And the invitation here is to first bring your legs up into a low lunge. So I have my right leg forward and bent in this 90-degree angle, left leg, knee on the earth. You'll begin to gently hinge forward. So bringing a slope here to your back left leg. And I'm going to turn so you can see that a little bit. Just bring in that lunge, that slope to this back left leg. And that will be the shape that we're in. And if it feels right, you can grab blocks or a pillow or something if you'd like to support you on the outside. As we embrace this shape, you'll begin to feel that opening in your center line body, in your lower body. So hold in this shape for a few minutes. We'll do 2, so we don't do too much. So when you find this shape that's best for you, the expression that's best for you, breathe in deeply there. And welcoming in that Maitri, that complete acceptance of where you are. Notice where your chest is as you hold this shape. Let it remain open, shoulders roll back, so that you're able to bring the heart center into this practice of complete acceptance and love of yourself in this shape where you are. Breathe in the love and breathe out the love. Beautiful job. We're about halfway through. Hold in this shape a little bit more. And hold in this shape for 4 more deep breaths. Beautiful. And on your last exhale, begin to think about how you'd like to transition. Don't worry about being cute. Just be safe. I like to just seesaw my body back. Bring in my left bottom down. Giving a little stretch to that right leg that was in front. And then let's just invite that leg back. Embracing a few cat cows to shake that out and do whatever you need for your transition. Again, listening to your body and your body's needs. And when you're ready, we'll meet on the opposite side, left leg or whichever opposite leg from where you started. Beginning in that lunge, as you begin to gently hinge forward, bringing that slope towards your back leg. Breathe in deeply, finding the expression that is best for you, and hold in that shape. Return into that part of you that you connected with when you set that intention at the beginning of the practice, that is desiring for your love, for your full acceptance, and breathe in deeply. And we're about halfway through, checking in to see if there are any adjustments you'd like to make. I've done so already, bringing my foot up to support my knee a bit. And holding this shape for a few more moments. And holding the shape for 4 more deep breaths. And on your last exhale, begin to think about how you'd like to transition from this shape. You can bring that bottom back, stretching out that front leg a bit, bringing some rounds to your hips, whatever your body intuitively desires and needs to transition. It doesn't have to be cute. Just invite the safety. And when you're ready, we'll go into our next opening shape here. Squat Balasana. So I'm grabbing my block because I'm feeling a little sensitive today. And the invitation here, you bring your feet into a squat pose. So right and left facing slightly outwards towards the corners of your mat. Bringing the space between your legs, you allow your arms to rest gently on the inside of your thighs or knees if that feels accessible. And your palms can come to touch at the center of your centerline body. I'm sitting on the block to support me, but if you have it in your practice, to practice without the block, you're welcome to do so. Breathe in deeply here in your Malasana squat. Noticing the center line through your spine, rooting downward as your crown roots upward. Finding the expression that is best for your body, no one else's. And breathe in deeply. Noticing the sound and pace of your breath. Invite it to slow just a bit. As you invite that intention, that Maitri, that spot within you that desires your complete acceptance. Inviting it into this shape. Maybe your eyes are gently closed, gaze towards the earth. Breathe in deeply. Hold in this shape for 4 more deep breaths. And on your last exhale, begin to think about how you'd like to transition out of this shape. Your next invitation will be to meet lying on your back with your knees in your chest. So think about how you'd like to transition from this shape so that we might meet in that moment on our backs. Allowing yourself to shake this out and move in ways that you need to reset and rebound and give your body what it needs. Maybe bring some windshield wipers. And when you're ready, we'll meet on the earth, backs on our mat, knees into chest. And breathe in deeply here. Just for a few moments. Maybe you bring some rock in to this gentle hug. Deep exhale, maybe. And when you're ready, if it is accessible to you, we'll meet on our bellies. If for any reason you are not able to lie on your bellies, especially if you are expectant at this moment, please continue to embrace this hug and shape in front, or you can go into a child's pose like so. Otherwise, if you are able to go onto your belly, please meet me on the earth. We're going to do some slight back strengthening. So your gaze might be toward the earth or your face on either side. Begin to just gently inhale and lift up your chest and shoulders off of the earth. Your gaze goes out in front of you. And exhale, lowering your body. We're just going to get used to this shape before we go into the full expression. So inhale, gently lifting up from your chest, your shoulders, your gaze is forward. Feeling that line of energy moving through your spine as your gaze is forward or right below you. And exhale. And this time we're going to do that again, inviting our arms into this lift. So inviting your arms, shoulders, chest, gaze forward. And exhale, release. Let's do that again. This time we'll begin to invite our legs. You can start with one leg if you'd like. Inhale, arms, shoulders, chest, gaze. One leg go up or both if you're feeling it already. And exhale, lower. Doing that one more time before we hold it. Just warming things up. Inhale, full body up as though there's a presence pulling your body up as your belly and pelvic region remain intact with the earth. And exhale, full release. And let's do that one more time and hold it a little bit longer for about 6 deep breaths. And here we go. Inhale, full body lift. And on your last exhale, at this point, release everything to the earth. Allow your head to go to either side. If you like to give yourself a little pillow to rest. You can shake out your body a little bit too if you'd like to release anything. And our next invitation will be to meet lying on our backs, where we'll go into a nice lung opening shape, which is really beautiful. To really welcome the kind of energetic opening we're inviting in through this Maitri practice. So completely outstretched on your mat, begin to gently invite your lower body, almost like a worm, to inch towards a side. So I'm going to move towards my right side. Not so nondescriptive to say a side. Sorry, y'all. Inch towards the left or right, whichever feels best for you. Moving just our lower body, bringing our legs over to the side. You'll begin to feel the opening of your side body. And then begin to do the same for your upper body. So inching your shoulders in that same direction as your lower body. you'll begin to form this C, this kind of banana shape in your body. So for me, I'm bringing my legs over to the right side. And so I'm feeling the left side body opening up. And then I invite you to bring your arms up, resting on the earth, allowing your right wrist to grab your left. If you're working with your left side, opening body. You might even want to cross your ankle over the other so that you invite in more of a stretch and opening off on that side body. Really allowing your shoulder to still remain in contact with the earth so you feel the full expression, and your hip as well. If you feel it easing up off the earth, invite it to just go back a little bit. And really embracing this lung opening stretch here, and breathing deeply for a few moments. Deep exhale. Reconnecting with that Maitri, that intention you set, that soft spot within you that desires your complete acceptance as it is. Holding this for 4 more deep breaths. And on your last exhale, gently releasing all that you have. Start with the top, your wrists, inching your shoulders back to center. If your ankles are crossed, releasing that cross and bringing your bottom back to center as well. Giving yourself a moment to reset and rebound, giving your body what it needs. If you want to bring some gentle rocks to the side, because the invitation will be to embrace this again, of course, on the opposite side. So if you started with bringing your legs to the right, you'll bring them to the left this time, and same for the opposite direction. And when you're ready, begin to inch those bottom legs, the bottom of your body, towards that left side, that right side. Maybe your ankle crosses over, and then inching your top body towards the same side. Arms can go over as you feel the opening of that side body. Maybe one hand grabs that open wrist so you feel the full expression. Check in with your hip. Allow it to move towards the earth, and breathe in deeply here. Breathe in deeply here for 4 more deep breaths. And on your last exhale, begin to gently release, bringing your upper body back to center, your lower body back to center, and giving your body any last thing it needs. If you want to bring your knees into your chest, go into a child's pose. A little rock side to side if you want to do a spinal twist with your knees dropping to either side as we prepare for our final shape of Shavasana. So I'm just doing some final spinal twists here. And when you feel your body is ready for Shavasana, which can be you lying completely on your back. I always like to give options. You can lie on your back, your legs can be on the wall, your legs can be on a chair, whatever you like to do to embrace your resting shape for this moment. Honoring your body, being where you are in that shape, in this Shavasana, and rest. Allowing your eyes to close if that feels right and safe to do so. Remain connected with that inhale. In that exhale, maybe your hand goes over your heart as you breathe deeply. What is it that desires your complete acceptance? What within you can be honored, can be held, and tended to? For today's practice, I invite you to stay here if you'd like in this Shavasana. As I gently close you out, I say Om Shanti, peace, peace, peace. When you feel ready, and only when you feel ready, I invite you to transition out. But please take your time. I would like to thank you so much for sharing in this Maitri practice today. This is just the beginning as we move on in our series, and I'll see you next week. Go in peace.